All right, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, it's 100 or 101 degrees, bright clear blue sky. Got just a little bit of a breeze out here, and you got to be a little crazy to be out here. But I'm out here to show you that even in these kind of conditions, you can catch fish. If this is the only time you can get out on the lake, you still want to be able to catch some fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to fish some cover that's along this bank. There's some logs, there's some trees that have fallen in the water. And early in the morning, you get out here in the summertime and 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you can catch these fish roaming this bank, these active fish. You can catch them on top water and whatever and have a good time. But here it is, 1 o'clock. It's 100 degrees. What are you going to do to be able to catch fish? Well, the key is this. A lot of those fish have now gone into deeper water, but not all of them. There are fish that are going to be isolated on this cover if you can figure out how to get a lure into that cover and catch them. And they're going to be holding really tight to that cover as well. So we're going to be fishing a little plastic worm. I've downsized everything. I think this is maybe, like a 6-inch or 7-inch or whatever, but it's a small worm. I'm fishing a blue worm because I'm fishing on relatively clear water. And so I have found that translucent type lures, like when it comes to worms, work better, frankly, than most other colors when the water's clear. So that said, let's just get out here and fish some of these laydowns and see what happens. I'm only setting in about 6, 7, 8 foot of water. All you're trying to do is you're just trying to get that worm in the tightest places you can and slowly work it up the limbs, over the limbs, down the limbs, let it free fall on the other side. That's all you're doing. There's nothing magic about it. Oh, oh, I was playing around with the trolling motor, not paying attention, and missed a fish. See if we can throw right back in there and get him to strike it again. He never felt a hook, so he might hit it again. There he is. Yeah, he hit it again. Not a giant, but he's a fish. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So everybody else is home. Uh-oh. She's flopping around my rods. Cut that out. Everybody else is at home. We're out here catching fish in 100-degree weather. One tip to help you on catching summertime fish in shallow water when it's like it is today, over 100 degrees, is between patches of cover where logs, trees have fallen in, you got these laydowns, weed beds, whatever. You're fishing this heavy cover. You're fishing, 2 to 8 foot of water. But you're going to come to banks like this one, which, have bare places for 50 to 100 yards or maybe more between one brush pile and another. Certainly you can fish them if you want to, but my experience is this time of day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, these fish are all holding very tight to the cover. Skip fishing all that in between bank that has nothing on it and move on down as fast as you can to the next cover. You want to fish as many brush piles, weed beds, that sort of thing, laydowns, logs, as you can throughout the day. That's where your best chances of success is going to be once that sun gets really high. In a way, it's kind of an advantage in that, yeah, it's not as comfortable as early in the morning or late in the evening, but instead of those fish roaming the banks where they could be just anywhere, we already know, for example, there's probably fish in this log pile. Now, whether we catch them or not is another thing, but we're pretty comfortable in saying that there's probably fish there versus fish that are roaming the bank on a high day like this, bright sun, 100-degree weather. They're held up right here. So why waste our time fishing all those places in between? Missed another one. Well, you gotta wonder if those are bluegill right there, huh? Oh, sure messed up my worm though. Kind of felt like maybe a bluegill on that one. there he is. Oh, big fish. Big fish. Big fish. Oh yeah, good fish. Come to me, baby. Come to me, baby. Oh, come back here. Don't you get off. Don't you get off. I mean, he's not a giant, but he's pretty big. Whew. All right. All right. Well, that's a nice fish right there, boys. And as you saw, he came off that big old fallen tree there. Just throwing a plastic worm, small plastic worm up in there. Oh, is he feisty. Well, like I said, just because it's hot doesn't mean you can't catch a quality fish, right? That's a nice fish. I don't care what time of day it is, but we got over 100-degree weather. It's after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Caught that fish up here in this big old laydown right there. So the key is what? Just throwing a small plastic worm, 1/4 ounce weight, throwing it in the thickest cover that I can possibly find. And hey, don't stay home just because it's hot. So good luck until next time. This is Clay Dixon, KansasFisherman.com. See ya.